gravesite of Wild Bill Hickok. And just over here, Calamity Jane. There's the lead gold mine. And we are on a trail going from Deadwood to Lead. It just kind of follows the ridge line across. It's a beautiful day. You can kind of see Deadwood down in the distance. Flash is breathing hard. Not really. You can kind of see Deadwood down there. Flash and I are climbing a mountain today. Off in the distance here, you can see the gold mine. I'll zoom in on it here. And that's the gold mine in Lead. Well, what do you think, Flash? Find our way back to some water and air conditioning? Probably. All right, Flash and I are on the Deadwood trail system, currently on the Homestake Trail, and this is a ridge line that you climb up the top of, and it takes you from Deadwood to Lead. I can't remember how many miles. I want to say 5, 6, a million, 2, I don't know. But I did just read it on the sign. Just a gorgeous day for this walk. Kind of something new I've never done in Deadwood before. That's the part of Deadwood when you're coming back into town from the south. There's the hospitals down there. I'll zoom in on it to kind of you can get your bearings on where we are. Anyway, we probably got about halfway and decided to turn around. I would like to do the whole thing sometime, but I want to do a ghost tour tonight. So anyway, back to the hotel. Yes, I'm coming. And what's cool is the hotel is at the terminus of the trail. Would you look at that?
Deadwood. Times are different, folks. What can I say? All right, now one other thing I want to point out to you, for you people standing back here with your feet cemented to the ground like a statue in a cemetery. I got enough of those already. You might have been staring at a placard right there that says Potato Creek Johnny on it. John Parrott was that guy's real name. He came in from Wales in 1883 when he was 17 years old. His claim to fame, he discovers the biggest gold nugget ever found here in the Black Hills. That gold nugget is as big as your thumb. It's 2.5 times as round. It looks like a Liverpool girl's leg from her knee right down to the tip of her toe. Weighs in at 7 1/3 troy ounces, worth about $13,000 today. Found the gold nugget in 1929, 5 years later. Sells it to a free museum. I pointed out to you downtown, the Adams Museum. Sold it to them for $250. You want to take a gander at real history, it's the first thing you see when you go in the museum down there. Now, Potato Creek Johnny, when he left Wales in 1883, he said he was going to America to find the love of his life. And when he found that, you want to talk about?
Why was Wild Bill shot?
Quit asking me questions, ma'am. Oh. We don't know why McCall killed Wild Bill. Research over the last 2 years indicate that it was probably some ranchers locally that hired a no-name like McCall to do some dirty work to get him out of the way. Whether that Wild Bill had killed relatives of theirs prior, or put it this way, this was Indian land, we weren't supposed to be here. The pillars of our community, you see their names on the buildings already here in town. They weren't supposed to be here, it'd be an Indian land. And when Wild Bill showed up, he was known to put in a kibosh to any illegalities. Now, if you've been driving down the road and suddenly the police officer shows up behind you, even though we're all honest people, well, most of us, okay, even though we're honest people, that police officer comes up behind us, you get nervous, right? Like, you know, that's what Wild Bill left when people came around him. He got nervous around you. And they weren't supposed to be here on Indian land, so if you hire a no-name like McCall to come in and do the dirty work for you, gives you, a little bit of, what do they call it? You separate yourself from the crime. Talk about wild bills, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Minor characters that float around like that. When the depression hit, that affected us. We had gold. That affected Wall Street. Producing the gold that affected everybody. But we did go from, I explored western regions back at that time. And then all the little towns that popped up, like Rapid City, Spearfish, Sturgis, they were farming communities. They started to raise the food locally so that everybody up here had something to eat.
So what are they farming up here?
Well, now it's mostly ranching. You